A song called Safe Space here on Wycombe Sound that's had over 70,000 streams. It's by a Wycombe singer called Charlotte Sears. I'm very pleased to say we can speak to her now. Very good evening to you.
Hi.
How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you for having me. I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thank you. It's a real pleasure and great to hear from you and to hear your song as well. You must be so pleased with that song especially.
I am, yeah. The song, the song's really cool. I really enjoy singing it and just getting in the studio and how it's turned out in the end, final piece. And I'm so glad you're playing it as well, like my local radio station. So that's pretty cool. Yeah.
It must be so nice to hear your song on the radio as well, especially. But I guess it's been a great process to sort of get to this stage. Tell us a bit about your musical journey, if you like, because people might not know that you went to school in Hazelmere, coincidentally the same school as I did, but a very similar different time, I imagine. But yes, from Sir William Ramsay to kind of now, it's a brilliant kind of. Have you been singing for a long time?
Yeah, so I've been singing pretty much most of my life. I started off doing a bit more musical theatre. So doing a bit more dancing, acting and singing all as one. When I went to Sir William Ramsay, I did music, GCSE, and then I did go on to do music A-level as well. So music has just been a huge part of my life. I love singing, I love performing. I remember performing a lot, especially at Sir William Ramsay School. And yeah, I've performed on lots of different stages. Recently, I've performed at the Apollo in Hammersmith, London. But I have also performed at the Wycombe Swan, of course, my local theatre. So yeah, it started off more as a hobby, but just writing and producing these songs, definitely looking to like progress further and just produce music. And I hope everyone else loves it as much as I do, because it's so fun.
It's fantastic. So was there a point where, when you were, at a younger age, did you get loads of encouragement from school, from like teachers and your music teacher especially, or friends? Did they say, "Oh, you're really good at this. You should go for this at a much higher level"?
Yeah, definitely. I've got loads of friends and family that support me and really push me to just perform and put myself out there and sing as much as I can. I've got an amazing manager, Noah, who really helps out and is really supporting me and pushes all my music. And I think that's probably one of the reasons that the songs have done so well and got so many streams, is because just all the hard work that we've both put into it, and it's definitely paying off.
So what's it been like finding your sound? Because it's a great kind of that particular song I can imagine in the really kind of relaxed feel. It's very summery, isn't it, as well? But that particular style, how did it sort of come about that you sort of chose that's the sort of music that you wanted to do?
Yeah, so it's quite a fusion of genres, to be honest. It's kind of a funk, bit of pop, just really good vibes, really good summer. I think I work with someone called Louis, who writes a lot of my music, and we work together in the studio to produce it and just make it have such a unique sound, because there's not many singers out there who do the mix of the two, funk and pop. They normally stray for one or the other. But yeah, I just love all types of genre of music, like listening to any music. So I think just fusing loads together, it's just been a big part of it.
I was trying to spot particular influences. Is there something that you think, oh, it sounds a bit like that, or it's a bit like that? Like as you say, it's kind of got a sort of mixing pot of different things.
Yeah, I think if I was to pick out like a few artists that I love, then nothing like the music that I produce. So I listen to a lot of like Adele and Ed Sheeran and those kind of artists. So I couldn't pick out one artist that I particularly base my music off of. My writer Louis loves this kind of vibes and this style of music, so he has sort of influenced this a lot. But I love where it's going. And I'm actually in the midst of recording an EP. So I've got a few new songs that will be coming out, hopefully in the middle of May. But yeah, they're just getting even more funkier, if I'm honest. But they sound really good. So I'm looking forward to releasing those.
No, absolutely. Or in a way, do you perhaps not want to limit yourself and not do a particular style? You can be a bit more kind of, flex your muscles, if you like.
Yeah, exactly. So I can then kind of go down either route. If I want to go more funky or a bit more pop, then, it's so open and into what I can do and what I can perform, and just, yeah, all the different venues as well. So if one venue is more pop, then obviously I can try and make my music a bit more pop or a bit more funk, depending on what goes well and what people are liking. So
must be really nice as well to adapt your, live performance. You could have it really sort of stripped down or really well produced, like in a song format as well, depending, as you say, depending on the venue or the setting, whether it's at a festival or a smaller club.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I have a gig coming up in the beginning of April, and I think the first song that I released, In a Dream, there's another guy that raps on it called Rick, but he's not going to be at that particular gig, so we're going to have to slightly rejig the song so I can perform it basically by myself without the kind of rap style that was got going on. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that turns out and compares to the original, my first song that I ever released. But I'm lucky that I'm able to do that and able to adapt it and just perform it however I kind of want to and however fits.
So what was the feeling like when your debut single was released in the summer?
Yeah, it was a bit nerve-wracking, actually. I didn't know how well it was going to do, and it did really well. I mean, for a first song, it got over 40,000 streams, which is huge. And then obviously my next song has just been bigger and better, getting close to 80,000 at the moment.
Because it must be hard to know how it's going to be received. As you say, you put everything into it and you think, obviously it's a great song, but you think, hopefully other people will like it too.
Yeah, exactly. You just don't know where you're going to quite sit in the market, and just how everyone else is going to like it as much as you do. Because obviously, I mean, it's my own song, so I love it. But yeah, it's good to get feedback and know that everyone else does love my music.
I was going to say, you must have had some great feedback on that song and the couple that you've had out already as well.
Yeah, definitely. I've had lots of messages, lots of people reaching out. And yeah, I just hope that the music is kind of relatable and people love it. And each song is slightly different. So even if you maybe didn't like one, there's definitely going to be something coming up that you'll love.
So really exciting that you've got this EP coming out as well.
Yeah, I'm really excited. So we've got a few songs that we've already started sort of recording and getting stuff together. Really excited to release them. But they're obviously all going to be released at the same time, which is something I've never done before. Obviously, the two songs that I have released have come out individually. So releasing, quite a few at once is going to be different.
You must be looking forward to this live show in April too. It's only next month now. I thought the middle of March was quite a long way off, but that's apparently now. But it must come around so quickly and so exciting to be able to perform your songs in front of an audience.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I've got a few sessions coming up sort of with the band and with other artists, just to practice, see how things go. This will be my first sort of proper gig in London, so I'm really excited for that. But we'll just have to see how things go. And then I do have another one at the beginning of May as well. So yeah, I'm really excited to get back on stage because I haven't been performing live for a while.
Well, hopefully we'll get to see you performing in Wycombe. That'd be really nice to be playing in your hometown. You'd be very welcome to come here and perform in the studio for us as well. That'd be excellent.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to do that. Obviously, I was born in Wycombe. I've lived in Wycombe most of my life. So it would be lovely to kind of come back home and show what I've been up to.
And I guess many plans for the coming rest of the year as well.
Yeah, obviously we've got the EP that's coming out, so that's really exciting. But hopefully we'll just keep putting out new music. Beyond that, keep performing, keep having new gigs, and we'll just see what happens.
And where can we find out more about you and your music?
So you can find me on pretty much all social platforms. I do have sort of an Instagram account and things like that. It's just Charlotte Sears Music, very simple, just my name. So you can just look me up.
Oh, it's fantastic to speak to you, and really great to, because I think it's really nice, isn't it, to just hear a song and then chat to the person singing it. You don't get the chance to do that very often, but I think it feels really nice because, as you say, because you're local and you've been on the, you've performed, as you say, you performed at school and performed at Wycombe Swan, and now you've got the kind of this to show for it. Like, you must be so proud of how this song, obviously, but your other songs too have turned out.
Yeah, really proud, and I'm just so grateful with how well received the songs have been. Especially with you guys playing it, obviously my local radio station. I love that. Yeah, just hopefully keep growing and keep going with support. And yeah, thank you.
Oh, it's a real pleasure. We'll certainly be playing the song a lot more and look forward to hearing more from you as well. I hope you have a fantastic upcoming gig next month as well, especially in London.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for having me, and I look forward to performing live soon.
No, it's excellent. Great to chat to you. That's Charlotte Sears, who, of course, is a Wycombe singer, and we just played her latest single here on Wycombe Sound.
Online, on Radio Player, and on 106.6 FM. This is Wycombe Sound.